People should not be afraid to walk out of their home. People should not be afraid when the police knock on their door either. Gun violence is contagious. It's an epidemic in our country.
As 2019 draws to a close, we are reminded of those we have lost this year to gun violence. Every day, 310 people are shot in the United States. 100 of those people will die. One group, Gays Against Guns, or GAG for short, is trying to do something about it. Kevin Kurzog founded GAG after the Orlando Pulse nightclub shooting in June of 2016, which left 49 people dead and 53 others wounded. For Kurzog, the tragedy of Pulse extended well past Florida.
The drive to not let this experience pass by without any reply from our community wasn't acceptable to me. I felt like we had to do something.
Now GAG organizes in response to mass shootings, holds bi-weekly meetings at the LGBTQ+ Center on West 13th Street, and even sometimes demonstrates outside of gun shows. A staple of their demonstrations are figures that they call human beings.
What it is people that dress entirely in white and have them hold a placard of one of the people that was killed, and that human being will represent the person who was killed. And part of the performance of this is that you remain silent and you spend the entire time that you're veiled contemplating the life of that person who lost their life. It's just so difficult to wrap our heads around the statistics of it. Instead of that, you have this one person that makes the loss intimate in a way that just a name and a number can't.
Some human beings are survivors of gun violence themselves.
About 6 years ago, I was walking down the street in Brooklyn, and it was a nice day, the 5th of July, the day after Independence Day. 1 block away from my house, a man was shooting at a pregnant woman, and one of the bullets hit me in the chest because he kept pulling at the trigger even though the woman had fallen. This barber came out and he put his hand on top of my bullet wound, and he pressed down to keep pressure and make sure I didn't bleed out. He was shot and killed about a year after my own shooting. You know, he went out during a shooting and he put his hand on top of a stranger who was bleeding out in the street. So I guess my big thing is human beings are very important because they represent a person, right? We can't just think of people that are in the newspaper as numbers. We can't think of them as them. They're people like us.
If you're interested in participating in GAG, follow them on Facebook to stay up to date on all of their events and see whether or not you can join. For NYU The Beat, I'm Elizabeth Hamilton reporting.